People who've traveled, how did it change your worldview? I'm 28, a software developer from a small town in Ohio, and I used to think I had the world figured out. Growing up, I stuck to my routine: school, work, Netflix, repeat, convinced the news and my corner of the internet gave me the full picture. Capitalism drives everything, people are predictable, and culture's mostly the same everywhere, right? That's what I thought until I traveled abroad for the first time last year, a 3-month backpacking trip through Southeast Asia and Eastern Europe. What I saw and experienced out there flipped my understanding of the world upside down, and I'm still trying to make sense of it. In Thailand, I stayed in a rural village where families shared meals with strangers like it was nothing, no expectation of payment or even thanks, just pure hospitality. It wasn't about money or status, which blew my mind coming from a place where every interaction feels transactional. Then in Vietnam, I met street vendors working 16-hour days, smiling wider than I ever have, despite having less than I'd spend on coffee in a week. Their resilience and joy didn't fit my hard work equals success mindset. In Romania, I stumbled into a festival where people danced in century-old costumes, singing songs about ancestors like they were still alive. It wasn't just tradition, it was a connection to history I'd never felt in my strip mall hometown. I read later on JSTOR that collectivist cultures, like many I visited, prioritize community over individual gain, which explains why my every man for himself worldview felt so narrow. Now I'm back, and I feel unmoored. I used to think I knew how people ticked, chasing money, power, or likes, but out there, I saw folks driven by things I'd never considered, like honor, faith, or just surviving with dignity. I posted about it on a travel forum, and some said it's common to feel this culture shock after seeing how differently people live. Others suggested keeping a journal to process it or volunteering locally to find meaning closer to home. I'm trying, but I'm struggling to fit back into my old life, where co-workers argue about politics or complain about Wi-Fi like it's the end of the world. If you've had your worldview shaken by travel, how did you handle it? How do you live with knowing the world's so much bigger and weirder than you thought? Any advice would mean a lot. I'm not sure where to go from here.